So at the end of my videos, I always say a special thanks to Angels in Disguise, the Owl family, for their continual support of my advocacy with HIV. And I don't really ever explain who that is or what that all means. So Angels in Disguise is the name I gave to the family that owns my house now. It's the house that I used to own, but they bought it from me and they rented back to me. And there was a time where they were going to sell it. And they didn't, because the owner found out about kind of what I had been up to, and they made a family decision to not sell the house and keep me in it. And not only did they keep me in it, but they kept my rent really low compared to where I live. I can easily say that the houses in my neighborhood go for $1,000 more per month than what I'm already paying. And so what the owner decided to do moving forward is that he would, his kids kind of run the rental part of their family company. And so the kids thought it was after 7 years, it was probably time for an increase in my rent. And so the father decided to take that increase and cover it himself. So every 6 months, the man that owns my house sends me a check to cover that additional amount each month. So really, my rent never went up. But his kids who cover that part of the business got their increase. And so in return, and as a thank you to him, and to make it more of like a business venture, I am including his name at the end of my videos. So incredibly well deserved. I am so thankful for what he's helped me with, and he's really on board with everything I'm doing. His family is really happy about what I've done with my diagnosis, and so they this is the way that they're supporting me, and it's yeah, it's been amazing. So I kind of share with him. This family is pretty well known in this area. They're philanthropists. They put their money back into the community for good, and everyone knows them. They're just amazing people. So I got the honor of renting from them, which just was like just something that happened to me. That was just a lucky part of my story. And now I call them Angels in Disguise. And really that originally started because they bought my house when I thought I was going to have to leave it. It was supposed to be a short sale. It didn't end up being a foreclosure after my divorce, and so just them buying it back, or buying it and then renting it back to me, meant that I never had to leave my house. So although I don't own it anymore, I rent it, it still feels like my house. So in my mind, to me, my God, they were always the Angels in Disguise. That's kind of how I always felt like in my head. That's what I called them. So when this whole thing came up, when they were thinking of selling the house, and then they found out what I'd been going through, and they decided not to sell it, that name just fit even more. And then when George decided to give me that cushion every month to give back to his kids, it's sort of a business transaction, but it was our agreement, and that's why I keep his name after my videos. And I really wanted people to know about who they were and what they were doing to help me. And so that's it. That's who they are. The Angels in Disguise are the people that own my house. It's the Owl family, and they're, like I said, they're really well known. I have friends that went to high school with their kids, and you know, I've just never heard, I mean, I didn't grow up in this area, but I've never heard a bad thing about the family. Just, it's always positive, it's always great, and I'm so happy to be associated with them. And so that's the story.